Welcome back to First Alert Severe Weather Survival Guide. We've all seen the damage hail can cause when it moves across North Texas, from homes and cars, even businesses and parks. One of the most memorable hailstorms in North Texas happened back in May of 1995. Fort Worth's popular Mayfest event was underway along the banks of the Trinity River, and as the storm approached, more than 10,000 people were there with almost nowhere to take shelter. More than 400 people were hurt in the storm as softball-sized hailstones fell from the sky. Amazingly, there were no deaths reported that night from the large hail. The storm remains one of the costliest hailstorms in history. So you heard me mention the softball-sized hail from that storm. So take a look at this scale here. That's a very large hailstone at 4 inches across in diameter. A grapefruit-sized stone is the only category that's larger at 4.5 inches in diameter. But let's walk through this graphic here with me. You can see that the scale starts very small at pea-sized hail at a 1/4 inch in diameter, up to the marble, penny, then nickel-sized. Then we get to quarter-sized hail. Now, quarter-sized hail, that's when it is the severe levels for you. That 1 inch of diameter, that's when the hailstones can start causing damage to your car, your roof, and past that, the damage only intensifies with each size increase up to tennis ball size hail. You can see up to baseball size hail. Each size increase, the damage continues to go up. Jeff?
Thanks, Scott. As we're talking about hailstones, you might be wondering how fast that hail is coming. Honestly, that is a very difficult question to answer. The National Severe Storms Laboratory has done testing and says it all depends on the size of the hailstone, the friction between the hailstone and the surrounding air, the local wind conditions, both horizontal and vertical, and the degree of the melting of the hailstone. Like I said, complicated. Researchers at NSSL have estimated the following speeds for hailstones. Less than 1 inch in diameter, between 9 and 25 miles per hour do they fall. For those from 1 inch to 1.75 inches in diameter, those are expected to fall between 25 and 40 miles an hour. The larger hailstones, those between 2 and 4 inches in diameter, they're estimated to fall at a rate of 44 to 72 miles per hour. But remember, these are just estimates, and the researchers say it is possible for very large hailstones to fall at over 100 miles per hour. Now let's check back in with McKenna. McKenna, you have some information on how hailstones form.
That's exactly right, Jeff. We all know we can get some fairly large hail here in North Texas, but have you ever wondered how that hail forms? Let me explain. Raindrops are carried upward by thunderstorm updrafts. They're swept up into the cloud into extremely cold areas of the atmosphere. Then they start to freeze. Hailstones then grow by colliding with liquid water droplets, and then additional layers form on that hailstone. The hail falls when the thunderstorm's updraft can no longer support the weight of the hailstone, which can occur if the stone becomes large enough or the updraft weakens. Brittany?
Now that you know all about hail sizes and how it can form, what part of the country gets the most hail? Just like North Texas, it's in Tornado Alley. There's also a hail alley, and it's right where the 3 states of Nebraska, Colorado, and Wyoming all meet. Those 3 states typically get the highest number of hailstorms in a year. But Scott, you know, we get some pretty impressive hailstones.
That's
here.
right. Brittany, those hailstorms can often form hail swaths where the storm moves as hailstones are falling, and those can range anywhere from a few acres to hundreds of miles long. Thanks so much, Brittany, for that explainer. We appreciate it. Okay, coming up next, we're going to discuss one of the deadliest forms of severe weather, flash flooding. We'll be right back.